Hi guys, my name is Ellie. Welcome to my channel. Sorry, I was looking for this. I just wanted you guys to see my skin before we got too started. I had to put the little shade across my window because it's kind of weird lighting, and that like this half was normal and then this half was like direct sunlight beaming on me. But I bought something and I want to try it out with you guys. This is the Marc Shameless foundation in Fair R150. It looks like this. I have some redness in my skin right now, so it will be a test to see how well that covers it up, but when I swatched it on my hand, it was, perfection. So, I thought we'd get started. I have some stuff here, and I also have some tea, because I am thirsty. So, it might not be the best time to test a foundation because my skin is a little dry and irritated, but I also don't want to wait because my other foundation is about to die. So we're just going to get into it, and I'm just going to go through basically my whole base routine, check back in with my finished look, and hopefully give you guys a wear test. It's in the afternoon now, so it won't be like a 12-15 hour wear test, but it will be a decent wear test. So first thing I've been doing is putting on my Becca under eye corrector in light to medium, and I'm just tapping that under my eyes with my fingers. But I also haven't been using primers. I've really just been moisturizing more than normal to deal with my skin being dry, and that's been working well enough. I feel like all the primers I have just, I don't know, I kind of finished them out and wanted to see what happened when I didn't wear them, and I've been getting very similar wear times. I don't know if it's because I'm adding extra moisture in with my heavier moisturizers to deal with the dryness or what. Okay, now we are to the danger part. Sorry. I could see bits of plant getting in my brush. I have some plants behind my filming setup. So, I have a damp sponge, which is how I'm going to try, and I also have a brush in case it doesn't work with the sponge. And since it's a squeezy tube, I'm used to pumps. I'm used to things that pump out and I can measure how many pumps so everything's even. But we're just going to see what happens. Oh, I'm going to shake it first just because it is kind of a thin consistency, at least when I squirted it out the first time. So I want to make sure everything's nicely mixed. I don't know if you can, no, you can't hear it. I can hear it a little bit. So thing off, put some on. That looks like a lot, but also not. So we'll see how well it spreads. Quite nicely, actually. I did check on the website to see which one it suggested, and it really didn't have a preference. It was like, yeah, use a brush for higher coverage and a sponge for a dewy or lighter coverage, finish thing options. Oh, wow. It kind of does just like set down. I think that was part of its marketing, was it's self-setting, so if you have like normal or combo skin, you might not have to powder it to have it be done. But see, that's on versus not on. So far it looks quite nice. Let's keep going with the sponge just because that is how I tend to use stuff. And we might as well have my face match itself. This is a first impressions also, like, I do my products like this. I'll do a first impression and wear test, kind of how it feels, and then as long as I like it, I keep wearing it, and I do a final review once I've finished the product to see if I had any issues or anything like that. I'm really liking this. Okay. I'm going to do my forehead. But if you have a preference about seeing it put on a different way, like if you want to see how it works with a brush specifically, let me know. We can do a separate video if you want to see. I'll say I am going to set it anyway just because I'm me and my skin's oily and I know how products apply over powder. So I don't want to like sabotage the rest of my base without putting down powder, if that makes sense to you guys. But if you want to see how it works without that, let me know as well. So that's the foundation on. It does look really nice. Let's see, let me get my mirror out. I'm really liking it. I feel like it did a really good job of being a nice thin layer across the skin, kind of just canceling out my redness, maybe evening out any tonal issues. And this is really nice. And you can kind of see good face to neck match, which is good. Last thing I'm going to do is I have RCMA No Color Powder in this Laura Mercier thing. And we're going to just set my face and see what happens. So I've been using this smaller brush to get under my eyes. For safety. And then I've been using this bigger IT Cosmetics brush. It says it's a bronzer brush, but it is huge. And I've been using that to just kind of get powder all over my face. I can use it with bronzer, but it just... Ooh. Okay, the forehead did not set quite as nicely. I think maybe it needed a second to finish up. So it's a touch patchy up there. Too late now though, because powder's on it. And just kind of make sure everything is set how I want it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can, you probably can't see. There's a little bit of patchiness here and here, so it probably needs just a little bit longer. Like, I think my face, the bottom section's got a chance to set before the powder, so probably give it a second before you powder over top. Maybe you can see a little bit there. So yeah, one of those things that's not horrible, but you might notice on yourself. So, I'm gonna do the rest of my face, and I'll be back. Okay, so here's the finished look. I like from here down. I feel like this part that I allowed to set before putting stuff over it, it went really well. It did take the bronzer a little stronger than I was expecting, but I don't know if that's the product underneath or the bronzer itself, because I'm still adjusting to bronzer, and it's a very pigmented bronzer. But I don't know if you guys can see up here, it's kind of patchy and weird. So yeah, forehead is kind of the sign that we need to make sure it sets itself before I powder it. So just take a quick extra walk around your house before you go over it with powder to make sure, since it is a product that's supposed to set itself, that it's dried down and fine before you do other stuff. Which does mean I'm interested in potentially doing a second test of like just this without setting it with powder. We shall see. But yeah, so this is the check-in, finished look. Let's see how it wears. I think it's like 2. I don't know what time it is. Yeah, it's like 1:30, so I will check in a couple hours and see how it's going. So far, I like it. I just messed up my own forehead because new things where you don't know what you're supposed to do with it yet. So I had to show you guys before I just got the rest of the way naked for the night, because that was just my plan. It's about 8 o'clock. Foundation looks good. Babe, does my foundation look good?
So good.
He says so good. Again, a little shiny, but everything seems in place and nice. I like it. I'll see you guys in the morning. So, it is the next day. I've actually gone home, showered, moisturized. No new breakouts. So I like this. I'm excited to use this for the summer. I think it's gonna be good. I do want to do like a little video doing just all cream products because I think it might set itself enough to do like put on your makeup in the afternoon and have it be good for like the second half of the day. And I want to see how like my cream blushes and highlights and such layer over the top. I don't know if it's interesting for you guys, but I want to try it. Oh, sorry, my tea was out of reach. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was fun for you guys. Let me know if you want to see if I can do it with fingers or a brush, if that's important to you guys, or if you're like me and you mainly use beauty sponges, because that's what I generally use. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And if you guys ever wonder why I'm filming in different areas, it'll be because of days like this, where there's a cat in the old desk chair that I used to usually do my makeup in. So I can't sit there and get that light. Because there's a sleeping kitty! You can't disturb the sleeping kitty.